So, the lesson I learned today and pretty much this week is using pain as the motivator versus an indicator to stop. Little backstory to this lesson. I did a ruck march a couple days ago, which is where you put weight on your back and you pretty much walk for a predetermined distance. Mine was 6 miles. And when I started walking, I've been having issues with my, knees here lately. The product of, doing crazy things in the military and living an exciting life. But, my knees are kind of banged up. They hurt a little bit. They, need icy hot and biofreeze every now and then. But, I'm still trucking. So I started off doing this ruck march, didn't stretch like I was supposed to. That's probably, 50% of the issue. So, but I figured I was just walking, so, won't be a big deal. So as soon as I start walking, not even a mile in, my knee starts hurting. So instantly my brain is like, bro, you got to quit before you jack yourself up. Just throw in a towel. You're hurt, you got an injury, it's honorable. But I was like, in my mind, not compromised, which is something I learned from David Goggins. He was like, when your brain tells you to quit, just compromise. Be like, okay, instead of 6 miles, I'll do 3. So that's what I did. I said, I'll just do 3. So about a mile and a half in, my knee wasn't hurting, or I didn't recognize it anymore. And then my body started feeling good. I guess I was at the point of being warmed up and my body was used to what I was about to do. So then I just kept going. I get to 3 miles. I'm still feeling great. Everything's going well. But now the heat's kicked up. So initially, when I went outside, it was like 75 degrees. So now I don't even know what the temperature was, but it had drastically increased. And anybody living in North Carolina knows this week has been hot. So now I'm battling the heat, which with a 20-pound weighted vest on your chest and a backpack that weighs approximately 30 pounds. I mean, heat is definitely becoming a factor now. So I'm getting through it. Mile 4, it's hard. Mile 5, it's hard. And then I get to I remember looking at my phone that's tracking my progress, and I got down to 1.5 miles. And this was the hardest 1.5 miles I've ever walked in my life. It seemed like I was at a crawling pace. It seemed like my progress never went below a mile. And it seemed like the heat turned up to, devilishly hot. But I made it, got inside the house, laid on the cold floor, and chilled out for a little bit, kind of got everything back to normal, stretched, took a shower, and I felt great for the rest of the day. And, that just pointed out a big lesson to me that, when we get to our comfort zones, that's not a time for us to stop. That's a time for us to push. If you're feeling uncomfortable, or if you're feeling like, hey, I want to stop, or I want to turn around or quit right now, maybe that's an indication that you need to push through and keep on driving forward, because something glorious might be on the other side. A new relationship, a new career, a new level in your physical or mental health, maybe even your spiritual health. So, today's lesson, let's just use pain as a motivator, even emotional pain or, mental pain, things not going, a plan not going the way you want it to, a relationship not going the way you want it to, let's use it as a motivator and practice, the principle of polarity. For every bad, there's good in this world, so even if you're in a bad situation, such as a breakup or the loss of a job, there's a flip side to that, hey, there's a new relationship around the corner, or you might be on the verge of doing the job you love, or maybe you finally starting that business that you've been procrastinating on because you've been comfortable at your job, not happy, but comfortable. which there's a very big difference between the two. So I hope everybody's having a good day. Get up, get after it, and stay motivated.